Welcome to Deluxe Diaries. Today we have a dear friend, former roommate. Yes, like, tell them about yourself. This is the Kyle Hancock.
Hey y'all, my name is Kyle Hancock. I am from Atlanta, Georgia. Really not Atlanta, but you get it.
You get it. If you know, you know.
If you know, you get it. I am a rising junior. The illustrious Tennessee State University.
Illustrious.
Just freshly turned 20 and everything. So.
Yes, big birthday.
Yes,
did big things for your birthday.
Big things on the birthday. I definitely did do
Okay, this nigga got an apartment
moved
on
out
his birthday.
The day of my birthday.
His birthday.
Wasn't playing no games.
I know that's right. So how's life been?
Life has been lifing, honestly. Truly, like, I never realized how living on your own is a different type of something. I don't know how to explain it. Living on your own, it really does kind of force you to heal a little bit more because you're by yourself. So something that I didn't really truly talk about too much, I said it in one of my YouTube videos, but that first weekend by myself in my apartment, I was so lonely. I felt so depressed. Because it's so when you have a roommate or you're living at home with family, it's busy. You constantly
have somebody to talk to,
and you hear noise. When you're by yourself and you're not watching TV or anything like that, it's completely silent. So you have to get comfortable with being in silence. I've now figured out how to be used to being in my own comfort, because everyone says, "Oh, I can't wait to live by myself. I can't wait." Crickets. That's what you hear. Crickets. You hear me? There's no nothing. You don't hear no dishwasher. You don't hear no kids yelling downstairs or your parents talking or anything like that. Right. It's just you by yourself. Obviously, if I felt too bored by myself, I'll call my friends and stuff like that. But I've always been a person who's more not antisocial. Let's just call it what it is. Spade for spade. I'm antisocial just a little bit, but I like people. But
I'm more people. It's just we have a low social battery. We have to recharge.
Very much a low social. It'll be here, and then I'll go here, and then I need to go.
Right. Right. So okay, let's get into segueing into your YouTube, into your content, because you've really been doing it. Talk about it.
So recently.
First, let's plug you in.
Okay. So if you guys want to go follow my YouTube channel, it is Kyle Hancock. So Kyle.
It will be on the screen.
Of course, HANTLCK.
Yes.
And then you can also go follow the TikTok too. We're so close to 11K.
Come on.
So I started YouTube in 8th grade. That's the crazy thing. Those videos were crazy. I had to delete those. Those were the OG days when I was filming on my iPhone 6.
Because you gotta start somewhere.
I have to start somewhere. But I realized so going from 8th grade, then 9th grade, and then I stopped. Because I didn't truly know myself, and I was living for my parents. I wasn't out or anything like that. I wasn't tapped into my feminine energy how I am now, wearing wigs, makeup, and everything like that. So now that I refound myself and got myself together, I started my YouTube channel because now I know who I am. I know what my niche is and everything like that. Everyone tells you, oh, you need to find your niche. The only way for you to find your niche is if you know yourself.
Ooh,
let's wake that up. That's the only way you're gonna find your niche, or you're gonna run into times where it's just dang, I don't know what to film. Granted, there are times where I also feel I don't know what to film. It's hard sometimes. If we really want to wake it up, I'm a manager at my job.
Yes.
I'm a full-time college student, and I'm trying to do content. TT is tired.
Okay.
I'm tired.
It's no break.
At all. I don't have a break. And so recently, since we're getting towards the end of the school year, I told myself I'm allowing myself to take a break, because I felt I fell off of my routine, if that makes sense. I started off this year with a strong routine. I was doing great. I got distracted.
And that's human.
And that's life. Like,
yes.
so I got distracted, and I was just like, you know what? While I'm trying to relearn a routine to like navigate, I'm just gonna document it and not force myself to like post right now, because like that's like the stressful part about it. Like when you know, okay, I need to film, I need to edit, and then I need to post. I need to film, I need to edit, I need to post.
Yes.
It's so like constant. It's like
you're in that cycle,
and then it's just like then you get thrown off the cycle. Then it's like, dang, I don't know where to start. And then it's just like when in your beginning phases of like making content and everything like that, you have to be constant. I would take 2-week breaks in between a posting. That's not constant enough for people. They want to see. What people want to see, well, this generation especially, they want to see constant, continuously. Like they want to see you on their feed consistently.
Yes.
But if you're waiting 2 weeks, the algorithm pushes you off.
Nobody's taking you seriously.
No one's taking you serious. Oh, he don't want it for real.
Right.
Like that's like honestly and true about it. Like you don't want it for real. Like if you don't see yourself posting and stuff like that, you don't want it for real. But after time, it's not like that. You just life is in the way right now.
That's so crazy. You really have just read my mind, because like with me, like I took such a long break from photography and from like doing all my little videos, because first of all, I felt like originally freshman year and sophomore year, I was like just so on go mode that like Donovan wasn't living anymore. Like it was just like, okay, what is he like? I need people to see me. Yeah, like so it's just like after a while, I took a break from me, but then outside life events happen, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like, then I just got depressed. So I was just
will kill you
okay.
on the inside.
Yeah, so I completely relate to the lonely thing you were talking about. And then going on top of being depressed and going through that, going through like not being comfortable with who I am, because like it's not a public fact that I am a gay black man as well. So it's just like, now it is a public fact.
But you know what?
But
it's real.
It's real. And living your truth and be comfortable with who you are. Like, I really thought about putting my hoodie back on so don't see me in my Dusty Carmet shirt. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the little things that I am so, like, meticulous about, like, and in my own head about, that stops me from creating.
Now, let me ask you, is that because of the black community?
Yes. Because it's like, okay, my parents are well aware of me, and like my friends, you know, everybody knows. But like when it comes to family, especially older generations,
some old heads is gonna do it for me.
Okay, or like cousins who gonna go tell my grandma this and that. You know, it's stress. It's stress.
Because they're so messy. Like, what are you being messy for? Like you don't.
You live your life, let me live mine.
Exactly, and want to go tell TT you knew about everything. Like, you don't have to tell them my business. And I just hate that. Like,
yes, the black community can be, it's great, but it can love y'all truly, but
when it comes down to my personal choices,
mind your business.
I need y'all to back it.
Right. So, okay, when you going into comfortability, like, you definitely have expressed your more feminine side. Yeah. There we go. You know, a little dyslexia. But, like, what made you feel like, okay, I have to stop hiding. Like, let's do more.
It was, this is good. Okay, so I faced like a very traumatic thing my freshman year of college. And I had one day, it was like the last day of the semester, and I like looked at myself in the mirror and I didn't really recognize myself, and I didn't really know where to go from there. I just kept crying. I was just like, I don't know who you are. Like, who are you? Like,
wow.
And it was a real moment, and like at that moment too, like I would ask God, like, God, why? Like, why this? Like, what happened? Like, you know? And over time, and it was around my birthday, and I was turning 19, and I told myself, are you doing this for your mom, or are you living for yourself? What are we living for? Like, what do you want to do? Like, I finally asked myself, what do you want to do?
Yes.
It's your birthday. You don't live at home. You're on a college dorm. You can't do anything. What do you want to do?
Yes.
And I remember, because it was my senior year, I would tell my friends, oh, I can't wait to go to college, can't wait to get my first nail set, I can't wait till I get a wig, I came in, and I realized there's not a lot of gay people on the scene here. Well, there is gay people on the scene, but, you know, under the table, there's some gay people on the scene.
They're not ready to talk about it, but that's okay.
They're not ready to wake up their truth.
Well, that's what we're trying to do today. We're trying to, encourage living in your truth. Like,
and so, like, when I finally asked myself, like, what did I want to do? And I was just like, I told myself I'm going to do this, so I'm going to go do it. And I was finally off the cheer team by this time, and I was just like, you know what? I'm going to post in a week. And I posted in a week for my birthday. And a lot of people unfollowed, but I also got a lot of new followers. People that truly accept me for who I am. And I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of shocked by what I received back. And so at the time, my comfortability then was just posting the picture. When I came back from taking the pictures, I took the wig off. It wasn't a stay in it type of thing.
Oh, wow.
So that was the crazy one. And so, then again, like, I was still trying to, figure it out. But I did end up getting my nails done for my birthday. And I like my little set. And I was just like, oh, yeah, I'm trying to keep getting these done for sure.
Yeah.
And then we went home for spring break. And then that's when I started with the faux locks. And I was like, okay, I like this. It's cool. I could throw it up in a bun, do what I want to do with it, Cool. And then that's when we went home for summer. My biggest thing was, during my senior year, we went to go get my graduation cake. And he goes, Mommy, do you want to know why I hate rainbows? Because there's a rainbow cake that had popped up while we were flipping through. Because that means gay. And she goes, don't say that. So, like that one.
Yeah, that's deep.
That went hard. And I was just like, ooh, I literally, I kid you not, I went home and I cried because it's like, is my little brother not gonna like me? Like, what? And I know that's not the case now, but it's just like, with her saying that, it had kind of like triggered those feelings, like, you don't want my little brother to know that's not
your truth, yeah.
So, am I living for you and what you want and what you're comfortable with? Then again, like I said, those are your kids. Exactly. So, it was that was an issue. And then my mom, I compromised. I said, look, listen, while I'm in the house, I'll wear it up, I'll hide it, cool, I'm fine with that. Like, as long as I can do it for me. And I was finally, standing my ground, no, this is what I want to do for me. You can't take this away from me. I can only do so much of being the person that I want to be. You're not letting me do any of that.
Yes. And I think going back to how you were saying earlier, just living alone, it's lonely. But I think another part of being lonely, especially for me at a point in time, was not being able to express to anybody else how I felt or my truth. That makes you feel lonely too, because it's okay, if I can only talk to me about being gay or about, being, just a black man who is also gay, it's just a lot of strikes against you. And when you have to be lonely while dealing with these strikes, that is suffocating.
It's very suffocating because it's I can't breathe. I can't catch a break.
I can't catch a break. Shots at me everywhere I go.
And you can't even say anything if you for certain people who are down low. You can't say nothing, but you hear those strikes and it's just wow. Nah, they force them to stay in the closet because of the strikes that they hear.
Right.
So
that is what created the DL community,
literally,
because they're trying to avoid those strikes, and I get it. I
understand it, but those are wounds you need to heal. Okay? Those are wounds that they gon' hurt, but they gon' heal nice because
you got to heal.
You're gonna actually live in your truth. You're gonna finally feel happy. Not saying you might not know.
So there's few cases, but most times you feel better.
Yeah. And that's the one that they really need to wake up for themselves.
Yes, that is definitely a big thing. But okay, with creating content, what do you feel your big goal is with that?
So I love this question. My big goal is growing up, when you, I don't know about you, growing up, gay couple doing this, gay couple doing that, gay black man doing this. Like, I actually wanted to see my own people. like, and
oh my god.
It had to specifically be black gay.
Yes, like Dalvin and what's that nigga's name?
Dalvin and Darius.
Yes,
and then John Tavian.
Yes,
like I looked up to that, but then again, those were also couples who also. I'm not gonna say they didn't paint a false narrative of relationship in my head, but like it did force me into like, oh, I want my black gay love story, like my beautiful black gay love story.
Yes.
But theirs was kind of.
But they were young.
They were young turn, and that's what we are now. Like if we're waking it up, like so me knowing that I wanted to see that, and then it's just like I knew when I was younger, I never fully had that representation of people like me.
Definitely.
And I know if I were to do it, and I know that's what I wanted, how do I not know there's other black gay young men who want to see that too?
Yes.
Like someone who they feel like they can talk to or like DM, because I'm not gonna lie, like when I first came out in my sophomore year, a lot of people text me, you inspired me to come out, like I just don't know what to do, I don't know how to talk to my family. I sat there and responded to every single message that I got, because it's like we're a community, like you shouldn't have to feel like you're alone, and that like I want to build a community because I didn't have that like growing up.
I love that.
And so that's what I want for them. Like this is a younger generation, like protect them by all costs, if I'm being honest, because there's certain things that I was around I don't want them to be around. Like, like, hate to say it, but grinding culture, there's no reason why a 16-year-old should be on there.
Ooh, that's a whole video in itself.
like, that, like, I don't want that for them.
Yes.
Like, and I sadly fell victim of that. But, and that's me being real.
And
but
that's
my truth.
being real. Like, because you are having to hide and suppress, you just turn to little outlets that fill that void, but in reality it's just like temporary happiness. It's not
temporary happiness.
It's not feeling shit. Oh my gosh, yes, wake that up.
That's the one that needs to be waked up. And I hate that.
I hate that.
Like literally.
Because black gay love does exist. It's
real.
It's
like, really real. You just have to want it for yourself. And have to take the time to heal through things that you haven't healed through yet. Because y'all get in relationships and don't be healed fully. And
ooh, why did you clock me?
But it's okay, I did it too before. Like,
no, definitely.
And I feel like that's also a growing stone. Like I feel like certain relationships are learning stones for certain things. Like, relationships can be permanent or for seasons, honestly and truly, because the things that you learn with inside a relationship, which I'm now realizing, the things that you learn with inside relationships is how you can define yourself. Like, what can you bring from that?
Oh my gosh. Like, I can't stand, like, okay, I was in a relationship for 11 months, and I am not, obviously me and my ex don't speak at all, but I don't, like people who are so like, oh, I hate them, I wish they would die, like this and the third. I have no ill will or ill feelings towards that person, because if you're so focused on ill will or just feelings about the person, or you're always ready to talk about them, you're not really over it. And that's what you really need that.
Why did you call me?
Yeah, that's what you really should dive into. If they're still a part of your conversation, maybe you need to talk to them.
Talk to them. Like,
yes, but that's real. But it's just like, I am just so grateful for the lessons I learned during that relationship about how I want love, what I realized I don't want anymore, and just what I learned about me. Like, because I was no saint. Let's keep it a buck. But is anybody though? And that's the conversation that they're not ready for.
No, you can't judge somebody with, you get 4 fingers right back.
Okay.
Miss E. Kane said it the best.
Okay. Yeah, so it's just like, relationships, especially in the gay community, can be very hard because I feel like the gay community these days, especially with, like you said, grindr culture and jazz, all these different things, like, people are so motivated by sex and, like,
sex
love.
is the game.
Sex is the name and the game. You want to feel like, okay, they fuck with me. Like, it's really an ego boost.
It's
like,
definitely an ego boost for someone.
especially like black. Like when you're swiping and you got all these.
When it's a ding,
yes, it's a match. It's a match.
Literally.
Like, you just want to see people who think you're attractive.
Like, literally, that want and desire of another person. Like, I got you acting like this for me. Like,
wow. So, what do you feel like helped you get over like the want and desire? Like
the want and desire. When I like really tapped into like my Christianity and stuff like that. Like I realized because I know now that I definitely do. I see myself in a relationship, not right now, because I'm 20 and intern.
Young intern.
With the own apartment.
Okay.
Not like
let's talk about it.
So I realized, like, in the future I want a relationship, but that want and desire of someone else for temporary satisfaction.
Right.
I don't need that. I shouldn't want that. Like, if I'm accepting that, every other man I want to deal with or get in a relationship with are going to treat me like that temporary.
Oh my gosh. I have this friend who says all the time, like say your order is like waffle fries with Parmesan cheese or something, I don't know. And they bring you out crinkle fries with seasoned salt. And it's like, if you eat them crinkle fries with seasoned salt, the universe is going to keep throwing you out niggas that are crinkle fries with seasoned salt. Like when really you wanted some waffle fries.
Exactly.
Like you can't accept anything.
You can't accept the bare minimum. So why am I allowing that for myself? Like, I want what I deserve. Like, and I deserve like real good things, because then again, I need to be able to give those good things back to them as well. So that's what people don't realize. It's a
give and take.
It's a 50-50.
Yes.
You gotta give, you gotta take, and some people just don't realize that. And it's okay. And that comes with healing and time and process. Like,
definitely
trust and believe. Like, I'm not saying.
And then I love that you said, like, it's God, because I'm telling you, it's nothing but God. Like,
if it wasn't for him,
if it wasn't where I would be. The blood. Oh my gosh. Because it's just like earlier, like we were saying, like, you try to fill the void with hookups and dates or whatever the case may be, but only He and the hard work that you do to heal your inner child, those are the only two things that can genuinely fill that void.
That's the only thing that'll fill that void. And then when you finally just feel happy, like, I was such I think, is that the word I'm looking for? Complacent? Like,
like you were just like,
I was just here, like, my here was just like, like, I don't care, like, I don't want to be here, like, I just, like, I was like that all of my freshman year. Why? Like, I'll probably like have one day out of the week where I was just so happy. Every other day I was just like,
yes, that was literally my 2023. Like, I feel like I was just complacent. Like, okay, I mean, thank you God for keep waking me up. At the same time, like, if I was still asleep, I wouldn't be too mad.
Like, I'll be okay if I just stay in my bed. But it wasn't until, like, I finally got off my behind and decided to, like, do the inner work. When you finally choose to do that inner work, like, that summer, I told myself I'm not having a repeat of my freshman year. Like, I literally told myself that. And I feel like when you change your mindset on things, it's definitely going to work.
Yes.
Because at the end of freshman year, I was cool. But I realized I still wasn't happy, and I wanted to fix that, because why am I not happy? I'm waking up every day. My family loves me for who I am. I have friends who love and support me. What is there not to be happy about? Like, I'm not in the best situation right now. That's cool, that's fine, that's life. But why are you still not happy? Because you're getting another chance to improve it. So, are you just not happy with the fact that you're not improving it?
Ooh. Ooh, whoa. That was deep. That was deep.
So, like, once I feel like I finally did that inner work, I was cool. Like, I was great. I came back this year and I did my thing. Like, you know, Don became my roommate. You know.
Yes. Oh, that was a time.
That was a grand old time.
That
Oh
was
my
a
God.
time.
Those are deep conversations.
Those are deep conversations. That's really what prompted this whole video, because it's like I was telling him earlier, like, I didn't really prepare for this because I feel so comfortable with him that it's just like it just flows. Like, it just flows. All my other interviews, I've definitely had a list of questions that I was gonna ask. So like